Hello everyone, this is Brad Johnson here, and in this short audio I'm going to be bringing in Adronis, as I definitely want to get a good perspective from Adronis relating to the idea of what has been shared as a particular partial disclosure initiative that is looking to take place here. Now, basically, my own intuition, not connecting with Adronis in that way, but just really kind of looking into my, natural feelings, my natural intuition, is that the idea of a partial disclosure is not going to fly. But I just want to get a little bit more of a particular perspective from Adronis and just sharing, relating to this information regarding partial disclosure and what he can share about it. So I'm just going to take a moment or two to connect with his energies, do a little bit of light chanting here, and bring him through. And Adronis will share his perspective relating to the idea of this possible partial disclosure initiative. So one moment here as I adjust the energies. Here we go. Terra. Soul Star. Sirius. Adronis. We are here at this time, and we bid you greetings, and thank you very much for the opportunity of this interaction today. I am Adronis of Sirius, sending love, appreciation, and gratitude to all who are tuning into this broadcast being brought forward through your internet collective consciousness. We have been asked by the conduit to share insight relating to what many of you have received through your personal, or shall we say, communicative collectively, degrees of channels, relating to the understanding of that which pertains to partial disclosure initiative. Is it indeed true that there is a partial initiative going on? Yes, there is. This is indeed what you would refer to as a fact. This is indeed in regards to what many different groups that are contained upon your planet are looking to achieve, are attempting to put, shall we say, many of their own eggs in one basket to give an understanding that they only seek a partial disclosure that will transition through a great deal of time. Will this actually be carried out? No. The whole idea here is that the energy of disclosure is not a conscious connection pertaining to what a specific group desires. The whole nature here is that this has to do with a karmic reimbursement. Regardless of anything pertaining to what a collective of groups wishes, it is not through that basis of intention to enforce that form that holds karmic property. And the whole idea relating to the extent of cosmic disclosure, of extraterrestrial disclosure, of different degrees of disclosure that are looking to be revealed, seeing the veil drop. This is a universal will. This is not something that is attempting to be directed by the idea of agreement. This has shown time and time again that many of your groups upon your planet have attempted to withhold information and they have not been successful at doing so. This has related to the idea of security leaks. This has related to the idea of, again, exposures that have been brought forward. These particular types of rogue groups that are attempting to keep this under wraps will be unsuccessful in doing so. There is too much momentum occurring upon your planet right now, within your own branches of governments, throughout your own nation's official governments, throughout the idea of ex-personnel, and other particular forms of authorities that are now coming forward that have reached such an overwhelming state of support, whether knowingly or unknowingly, that this information can no longer be suppressed. We understand that many of you have been, shall we say, somewhat upset pertaining to the idea of believing that this is going to be stretched out for another 50 years, another 75 years, or even another 100 of years. We would say that this will not happen. Within the span of change between 2016 to 2024, you will represent and experience together, collectively, as it pertains to the beginning momentums of what you would know as full disclosure. So again, realize that this is not a particular type of affair that is human controlled. This is not a moment within your history, not a moment within the ideal moment here and now that is beyond any particular being's control. This is all part of a universal will. This is all part of a context that is allowing itself to be expressed. It cannot be withheld any further. It cannot be delayed any further. Your entirety relating to your evolution depends upon this pivotal moment. So we understand that, again, certain groups and certain forms of faculties will come forward and state that there is a partial disclosure movement taking place. That certainly is what is, as we would say, written upon paper. But that is not how the universe sees it. Understand that, again, this is all about looking at the analogy that certain eggs are cracking and the young are being born. And through the young being born, this is unavoidable to notice. It is all about noticing this energy that is being played out. It will be announced before the end of your 2016 year of a peak time, of a large degree of disclosure that will come forward. This can happen within your grassroots, but we feel that this will also be a momentum shift, that something will come forward that will indeed surprise many of something that they have never heard before. To the grassroots movement, this may be something very common, but to the mainstream, this will indeed be very impressive. And we are sensing that, again, that particular type of announcement will come before the end of your 2016 year. And this will be the genesis, the catapult energy to bringing you further throughout the course of the next 7 years that will allow a larger scale degree of disclosure to happen, whether your rogue groups upon this planet like it or not. And we will conclude relating to that information. I am Adronis of Sirius. Thank you again. Farewell for this timing, and we now return to the conduit. We will speak to you again, as now is forever, and all is one. Goodbye. All right. Well, thank you, Adronis. And again, that is some very good news. So, and this is something that I've always been, kind of concerned about, because I do follow, the show Cosmic Disclosure. I have listened to a lot of what Corey Good has shared. And when I first got this news, when he was updating, I was like, oh my God, are you kidding me? And so just being able to do a lot of meditation and checking in with my own intuition and my own feelings, and I said, that's not going to matter. It's not really going to matter relating to if they want a partial disclosure or not. It's not their decision. The whole idea is that they have been so committed to try and keeping everything under wraps for so very long. But again, if they were really so efficient about that, a lot of these leaks that we've been seeing for quite some time would never happen. And so the whole idea is that they're attempting to keep the dam from busting, but this wave is so vast and so incredibly powerful that no matter how much they attempt to hold back the dam, it will start to crack, it will start to fracture, and it will burst. And this definitely is a feeling of it being unavoidable. So again, we're bringing in the birth of a lot of this new energy, like the eggs that are now hatching and the young being exposed, and it becomes so vast and so overwhelming that no dam is able to suppress this information. And that's where we're going as a collective consciousness, towards this type of Earth. And so very, very exciting times ahead throughout the span of change, 2016 to 2024. So thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in, and I will speak to you again in another video. Take care. Namaste.